How do we all get to Africa? It is a long story, but it all has to do with a man named Robert Watson. Therri, Jax, Tony Beecham, Larry Doherty, Ms. Cohen, Ms. Chakrabarty, Harlan Davis, and tangentially even Divine Baxter and Dan Hancock are all victims of the devious deeds of Robert Watson. Robert von Wittenberg faked his own death years earlier after being suspected of murdering Therri Beecham's, known as Gräfin Theresia von Hohenthaler, brother Rudi von Hohenthaler, and her father Georg von Hohenthaler. Prince von Wittenberg on his deathbed told the person he always thought was his son was actually the bastard child of an illicit affair between his wife and his best friend Georg von Hohenthaler, only to later appear in New York as Robert Watson. The financial whiz kid of Wall Street in 2008 was eventually found out to be too good to be true. He made all of his clients' money, and his returns were outstanding. However, his company Watson Financial Services took a major financial hit with the von Wittenberg scandal. Harlan Davis Sr. lost almost $500 million in the fraudulent schemes. It almost bankrupted his entire operation. His middle son took over the day-to-day operations and sent Harlan Sr. out to pasture since 2009. Robert Watson blamed it all on Baron von Wittenberg, but it was later discovered that Watson was in fact von Wittenberg. After a series of horrific murders of three of Therri's friends, Jaira Janesk, Sienna Morgan and Tiffany Trenton, Therri and Jax were convinced that Robert Watson, who she now knew was her biological half-brother, was out to destroy her and everyone she cared about, in a psychotic obsession with revenge. 3 years ago, in a freak series of incidents, Robert Watson lost all of his ill-gotten gains. He mysteriously lost $38 billion in the blink of an eye. His facilities were hit with a cyber attack, assumed to be Russian secret police, and was then poisoned in Moscow in such a way that he was left comatose and in a semi-vegetative state. He is now trapped in the prison of his own body. Today he is being kept alive in a private clinic in Switzerland. But his destruction still has consequences and repercussion even to today.
Through it all, I am so glad to have you by my side. I'm sure the best is yet to come.
Well, we've been around the world together. We have seen things and done things that I could never have imagined. Me, Lance Cameron, from Waxahachie, Texas, standing in Botswana with you, and our friend the Countess Teresa von Hohenthaler, and our friends the billionaire Sir Anthony Beecham and the movie star Larry Doherty. Life doesn't get better than this.
Nope, it sure doesn't.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for our next chapter.